YouTube. Oh. Yeah, try to get a thumbnail for the start there. So I had this out on the live stream on Sunday night there. This is my friend Jen's K-Pax. J-Pax. Sorry, not K-Pax. K-Pax is something else, isn't it? A local artist. Me and my pal Scott built her. She got her son to build like a. She's calling it a shed, but it's basically like a summer house. I think it's stunning looking. And she got like a thing stuck on the side, a wee shed stuck on the side. Me and Scott went over to clad it to try and match it, just basically putting wood up on the walls. And while we were doing it, she was like, I've got this guitar. I was like, do you want it? You know, like, I wouldn't really want any payment. Aye, it was a Strat, just a Strat copy. I was like, yeah, it's just a black one. I don't like a black and white Strat. So I was like, I've got a Bucky Fight or something. She's like, she's an artist and she's been doing this new phase, which is graffiti. And she's done like lots of stuff. She's doing like shop mannequins and normal paintings and vases and chunks of wood, and she did a street sign. It's like, and this, it all looks pure amazing. I mean, I'm not really into art, so I don't really understand it, but it's like, you know, some of these things you look at, you go, that's really fucking good, whatever it is. I have no idea what it didn't make any sense to me at all, but wow. And so she was going, I'll paint you a bucky caster if you want. I was like, okay. So what's a bunch of bucky casters like? Well, kind of like, you know, sort of green and sort of marigold and red. Do something like that, maybe. And then so she went out and didn't do that. And did a graffiti thing on these two guitars. So this is hers. This will probably be up for sale soon. And my Strat. And it just. And so while I was building this shed. I mean, you know, obviously walking past, getting bits of wood and, you know, getting the saw and nails and screws and all that. Every time I walked past it, as soon as she started doing it, I was like, oh, that looks amazing. No, stop now, no. And then just kept going and going, and it just got more mental and more. And it's like, I've had these things hanging on my wall a couple of days. You can't stop looking at them. It's like, it's not. I mean, I don't want to ruin how it's done. There's a lot in it though, and it's like, you know, basically if you just try mixing paint together, you just end up with like a brown jobby. And it's like, it's so loud. I even put on black trousers and wore a black t-shirt to show this off a little bit. Seeing these things in this video or in a photo, they don't know. You see half of it. So it's just take my word for it. This looks 10 times better than it can in real life than it does in any photo, or in this video. Absolutely stunning things. So this is number 2, graffiti guitar number 2. Mine's number 1. The first one to be Idea. So I mean, they were kind of both painted at the same time. So I'm not sure exactly which one saw paint first. I think, to be honest, it was that one. But it's interesting. I've got this Strat, this you know, Les Paul as well. I don't do that. It's like, I want to paint that as well. It's like, I'll just do my own thing on that, and I'll do you a bucky caster. So she just did her own thing in both of them. But look at them, unbelievable. So I've just done a wee bit of fretwork on this. This is an SX guitar, which I think probably sensible to put a sticker on that or something. No, it's not really a full Les Paul either. I think it's wider than a Les Paul. It's a little bit bigger, and it's a flat top. So it's a Les Paul inspired. Maybe like a Gibson. Kind of looks a wee bit going in the direction of a Gibson Birdland or something. Maybe a little bit bigger, a little bit pointier. By SX, who apparently took over from Jim Deacon, I think. This guitar was all black, therefore boring. So it's basically still all the original stuff. I stuck this together to use it in the live stream, just thinking, well, I'll probably put switches and stuff in it, but does it need it? My point with these things is, it's like, I mean, the paintings are worth hundreds and hundreds of pounds, or like a vase or a mannequin. You know, she undersells them totally. I'll put a link to her Facebook down below. She totally undersells them, and this sort of shit should be millions of pounds, really. So even then, you know, hundreds of pounds for a painting, yeah, okay, looks amazing, totally worth that if you're buying originals, and obviously can't be replicated. Because I mean, although you think, oh, this one looks the same as that one, well, to the certain extent, you can totally tell they're done by the same person, but I mean, not really. It's entirely different. You know, it's entirely different, but very obviously the same. I even helped So I'm taking 0.5% of the credit because the bottoms are painted. So these were basically hanging on our washing line while we were doing the building the shed. And every now and again, I was like, I could hold this up. So I was like, I would hold up the guitar like that, then so she could spray, she could do the bottom of them. But all the rest you could get from the washing line. They're just fantastic. I can't go over it. I don't know how many guitars there's going to be in the run, but that's number 1. This is number 2. Number 3 is my wee red bass. I went around the following week to do the door for our shed, and it was like, I don't want to ask her to do, paint another one. As I know, she was talking about, it's like the arty thing, and maybe starting to think of myself as a wee bit of an artist as well, doing the bucky casters. I don't like. See if someone says make me a bucky caster. No, I don't like doing that. Or can you turn my guitar into a bucky caster? And it's like, that's not the same as me doing it entirely, so I can do exactly what I want. So if I'll buy a Squire Strat, I'll do shit to it, and I'll say, there you go, that's it, I've built it, it's done. That's very different from someone giving me a guitar and saying, oh, I want this, but I want a humbucker in it, and it's like, you don't have the. And that's kind of what happens with these. So she was talking about this just while we were doing it. I was happy, yeah, not talking about the guitars. And so I was like, yeah, alright, I'm really love her to do. I was saying to Scott, oh, fucking great, she did the wee red bass. He's like, take it over, guarantee she'll do it. I don't know, we're talking about not really being that, it's like, if someone asks you to do it, it's not the same as doing it on your own free will sort of thing. So I was round before Scott was talking to the guard. I was like, yeah, she's like, I'll maybe do some more guitars. I can't wait to see what they look like with the hardware on them, because they look amazing, but they're hanging on a washing line. They're holes in the front and stuff where all the knobs and stuff go. You're not really getting the full picture until you see them like this. I'm sitting going, I think there is something in there. I saw the white scratch plate on that as soon as it happened. And then she mentioned a black one, and it was like, you're alright, put a black one, it looked pretty good. Then it was like, oh, but there's obviously the problem with the Strat is there's graffiti behind here as well. So it's like, I was looking at, I did this ages ago for another psychedelic guitar, kind of doing that sort of thing. To try and, because the thing is, you can't just cut off that because it looked crap. So I was like, I did that to like a sort of arty way of making it so you could see more of the guitar. But I don't know. I think one of the things about it is it's like having the uniform bits on it is what gives it its amazingness. It's the same thing as when you put a painting in a frame. If once you put a black frame on it, it's like, whoa! It's like you've got defined limits. Whereas that's what happens when you put it in a guitar. You've got like humbuckers, black hardware, but it makes sense, and the very strong outline of the guitar. So you've got the shape of the body, the very regimented pieces on it, and then this, which you can see all sorts of stuff going on in there. You can look at it for hours, and the more you see, you just start seeing bits and seeing words and shapes and colours and stuff. It's all the way around as well. So actually, when you're playing it yourself, and I didn't get a signature on my one. It might say it's signed on the inside, but not on the back. I quite like it on the back. This is all done with. It's spray paint and acrylic pens and stuff I don't really understand. Anyway, I've talked for 8 minutes and I've not even played it yet. So now it's working. There is an option to put more expensive pickups in it and maybe a coil split switch. I don't actually have a push-pull pot, and I'm pretty sure I don't have a wee black. I've had a black switch. I'd put it in it and have a coil split to get single coil sounds. I may have a wee look and see if I can find one. Because for me, that's really all that's missing from this guitar. You don't. I mean, it's not bad. It's just two humbuckers. So maybe just turn the volume down a bit. Into the orange TH30. No, I'll put the reverb on. Maybe help it out its sort of cleanness. I always put a backing track in as well. But as I was saying there, what I feel is like if you're going to hang a painting on the wall because it looks awesome, they do. All the stuff does as well, like the vases and stuff like that. So this has got that sort of 3D thing, but it's also a guitar, so it's better than a painting. You can hang this on the wall. You can hang this on the wall on the most expensive and like one of your super minimalist rooms. People have just got like a white sofa one table with a lamp on it and nothing else in the whole room. This, you can't really put like a normal guitar. That's not normal. None of them are really that normal. But you know what I mean. Oh, hang a Les Paul on the wall. You're like the music and all that. And it's like, no, this is an art thing. Even if it was entirely unfunctional, it's still super awesome. Imagine this in an art gallery. It would really pop. So I mean, these especially being number 2, not number 1. My one's number 1. That would actually put it's all Fender Japan stuff on that one. So it's because it just looked that good. I was like, I'll put all the best of stuff on. This is still original, but I mean, the SX guitars are pretty good. I did need to do quite a lot of fretwork. It's maybe 20 years old or something like that, so it was really dirty. Some of the dirt might actually be in below the finish, maybe. I do feel like the pickups are a little bit on the they're slightly going rusty and a wee bit sort of matte looking, and maybe there's that set of Chapmans. I could put them in it. Well, we'll see what happens. Currently, I don't think it needs any of these things, but anyone can do that. If you buy this off Jen and you want me to put your Seymour Duncans and a switch in it, buy a black switch. Can be done later without damaging anything. Neck pickup. Full volume. No tone. Not that much. So there's plenty of output on the pickups, and I think maybe that's what's getting me a wee bit. I was always saying, I don't like using humbuckers for clean. I think the trick is you just don't run them at full whack. If you run them kind of half on, suddenly you get a much nicer clean. As soon as I start playing it. Stupid tuner. Bad input on it. Maybe if I just moved it so it wasn't standing and the lead going into the tuner every time I stopped on that pedal. Bridge. It's probably my guitar gently weeps, isn't it? But as a Les Paul rat pedal incoming. trying to show you the rest of the guitar while I'm playing it. That, fuzz pedal. Yes. So I got to do another wee video for Jen. Since I've just managed to talk to it for 20 minutes, so I might do a wee 2-minute thing just for people who are not guitar nuts like ourselves. I mean, look at it. Get a good thumbnail. Yes. So coming up for sale soon. I actually want a bit. I really like this, but I don't really see it. But see the way that the back plate's black and then you've got the neck that's black. It's really, I find that really pleasing to look at in there, where you've got like the black with the madness in between it. Yeah. Yes, so rock on, check her out, Jennifer Armstrong on Facebook. I will put a link down there. Hopefully I remember to put a link in there. But I mean, if you type it in, you'll probably find her anyway, and it's like you'll see that her banner at the top. So all many things painted like this because she's going through a graffiti phase. This has only been the last month, if that. Other stuff, other actually does lots of portraits. She's actually got a Telecaster with Alice Cooper on the back. It looks fucking brilliant. The eyeballs in Alice Cooper are kind of like 3D, or if they're ping pong balls or something stuck in it. You know, mad stuff. Looks amazing, but the top's just reds and it's like... So basically, see, do this on the top, have an Alice Cooper on the back. Oh yes, totally up for that. Need to build her another shed or something to get them. Yes, so will be up for sale. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with the Strat yet. It's like, don't know. The wee red base. It's like, the plan was just up here. Yeah, paint it and sell it. You'll get a couple £100 for it. It's like, yeah, totally. But as soon as I started seeing the Strat, it was like, maybe I just have to keep that myself. But she's done the wee red base, which I was always going to keep anyway. So maybe that means I could sell the Strat. And seeing as it's got all the expensive stuff on it, you know, try and find another one, try and replicate it. No. It's like, you know, you get your, I've got a custom one, you know, they only made 50 of them, you know, it's like the Jimmy Page Dragon telly and all that. Like, yeah, they copied it. You're not fucking copying that. It's physically impossible to copy that. Rock on. Catch you later.